Some 200 years ago, I was born. In this place, my family has watched over for 10,000 years. Where I now stand, men once hunted bison, and the desert shook with the thunder of their stampede. I watched as the ranchers crossed this land, and the native peoples shared their sacred rituals and healing ways. There is a power deep within this land, a power that offers insight into one's soul and guidance of life's mysteries. The Sonoran Desert is a sacred place where you can see the world you inhabit with a wisdom and clarity few men find. And it is here, the only place on the earth, where I, the saguaro, grow.
The American Southwest symbolizes the rugged individualism and freedom that is the hallmark of our great country. Here, in the presence of 17,000 stately saguaros, on more than 1,000 pristine acres in the Tortolita Mountains, is an intimate residential community resplendent with the healing services and nurturing amenities of a luxurious guest ranch resort.
The real inspiration came from my childhood at a place called Smoke Tree Ranch in Palm Springs, California. I've thought for a long time, maybe 20 or 30 years, how neat it would be if we could take what they had created, and although it was designed for maybe the 1920s, 1930s, if we could create a community like that, keeping some of those old traditions alive, but have the amenities and things that people expect in today's market.
Originally a large ranch that over time had been broken up into smaller parcels, the developers of Saguaro Ranch worked tirelessly for 4 years to reassemble 36 individual parcels of pristine Sonoran desert into a magnificent 1,036-acre preserve of national park-like quality and beauty. Today, this ruggedly beautiful land is home to Saguaro Ranch, an intimate residential community of 180 spectacular home sites sprinkled throughout the mountain ridges, benches, and canyons of the Tortolita Mountains. Here, some of the world's most respected architects and builders are creating truly inspired architecture in partnership with nature. Homes on each of the 4 to 5 acre parcels are designed to artfully disappear into the landscape, maximizing view corridors, enhancing the natural beauty of the land, and celebrating the region's rich architectural integrity. Even exterior color selections will reflect those found in the natural desert landscape. And a thorough architectural review process assures homeowners of the ongoing quality and harmony of future home designs, so that the beauty of the land remains the primary focus for generations to come. When Saguaro Ranch is completed, residents and their guests will enjoy authentic desert living amid the finest services and amenities of a world-class guest ranch. Accommodations will consist of private casitas dotting the mountain ridge tops, where guests will be catered to by a virtual village of luxury offerings, fine dining restaurants, a general store with post office, a town hall for meetings and special occasions, retail boutiques, an artist-in-residence program, a spa and fitness facility, and a professionally staffed horse ranch and more than 25 miles of hiking, biking, and bridle trails. Imagine being able to slide away a wall from your private casita and watch 1,000 acres of flowering desert turn into your front garden. Enjoy 18 million star service on your own stone patio in the healing night air. Transform yourself in a smart villa worthy of nature's greatest alchemist.
You really need to see this property to appreciate it. I've talked to so many people about it and friends that I've known for a long time that come here eventually and see it, and they say, I can't believe you didn't tell me about this. It's so spectacular. It's home to these magnificent saguaro cactus, which are really the monarchs of the desert. They're hundreds of years old. We have mountain lion, bobcat, tortoise, roadrunners, every sort of desert life that you can imagine in this incredibly lush environment. And you really need to see it to appreciate it.
Saguaro Ranch is built upon the strong belief that life's greatest luxuries often come from simpler pleasures and environments that foster intimacy, privacy, a welcoming sense of community. An impressive array of experts will ensure that every facet of Saguaro Ranch is not only superbly crafted, but also offers an authentic taste of the great American West, where gathering of family and friends is encouraged.
You know, everybody here understands Stephen's amazing vision for Saguaro Ranch, as well as the type of incredible experience he wants every resident and every guest to have. Saguaro Ranch, when it's complete, will be such an amazing community into itself. So privacy-loving people really don't have to leave unless they choose to.
Add to that a number of green initiatives that quietly carry on behind the scenes, and you have one of the world's finest ecologically respectful luxury communities.
The greatest common denominator that we have among our property owners is their interest and their desire to preserve this magnificent, unspoiled desert. We're preserving 80% of it. Only 20% of it will be developed, which means that the guest ranch and all the infrastructure, the home sites, will only occupy 20% of that property. So the other 80% will remain as is, and I think it's going to be spectacular when 100 years from now, if you were to visit this property, it would remain much like you see it today.
World-class and luxury are words frequently overused in real estate today. But with Saguaro Ranch, they may actually be an understatement. Saguaro Ranch is accessible by private jet or commercial air travel. 15 miles northwest of downtown Tucson, 90 miles south of Phoenix, and a short flight from San Diego, Los Angeles, and the sandy beaches of Mexico. And all the wonderful offerings of the old Pueblo lie just outside the entrance tunnel, waiting to be explored. 7 mountain ranges, art, history, and culture, the University of Arizona, championship golf courses, including the neighboring Accenture Match Play Tournament, exceptional dining, shopping, and nightlife that sizzles, as well as some of the nation's top healthcare and medical research facilities.
I used to think that I understood the desert. Having spent a significant amount of time in Southern California, I thought I had some appreciation for it. It wasn't until I visited this property that I was just awed at the magnificence of the desert and how lush it can be. So I think you'll agree. Saguaro Ranch is one of the most amazing spots on the face of this earth.
Like those who took to the desert before you, great men and women of destiny and purpose, all have come to places such as this. Some to discover a new world, all to seek mastery of life and dominion over their greatest opponent, themselves. Come, I will share a few of the desert's secrets with you. Even more, you will discover for yourself.